But the Honda guys were just here with their new 250, and somehow they were hanging out at the hotel. And so we had a get-together. They never sent me a picture. Nobody ever does. Of the new Honda 250 and the first Honda 250 out in the front of the museum.
Oh, nice.
So that was sort of nice.
Very cool.
Now, is there anything that you're coveting, that you're looking to find currently?
I don't usually look for stuff. Most of the things I buy I don't know about.
Fun. You just
I
have,
know the Britain, I got a call from basically the Britain people, and I don't know what year, but they were trying to sell the thing that had won the Bears competition for some outrageous price, $80,000 some damn thing, and somehow I wasn't interested in anything. And it became, the question always should be, what else you got? And the answer should be, I'll buy everything. But you don't do that at the time. And it always became, not always, but shortly after that, it's clear it was a mistake. You should have got the Britain thing. Anyway, this number 10 showed up. It was still in the crate. It was in a crate because the guy was in a divorce, and the wife didn't know what was in the crate. And he's not going to tell her.
Wise man.
And he's going to sell it under the table. Anyway, so I cleared up my error, but that started sort of a routine of collecting in which I believe if you're not going to see it again, you buy it. And that price crap you can forget about. So
what's the one that got away?
what?
What's the one that got away that you still lost after?
None that I remember. I usually can somehow get a hold of them. One that almost got away was that militaire. I was at an auction. It was one of a Texas guy selling his big collection. And anyway, I had set a price in my mind of what I would pay for it, and it went above that, so I gave up. And then somewhere after lunch, I said, I thought you said if you're not going to see it again, you're going to buy it. All I can tell you is the guy that won the bid made $100,000 by doing nothing. Because I had to buy his gem. And I'll bet today he's sorry that he did that. The military is interesting. I said, I'll look up militaries on the internet, and I can find lots of videos of a military, except they're all the same one.
Right.
As far as I can tell, there's at least two.
Wow. Oh, that's amazing.
Virgil, thank you very much for
Okay.
showing us your present.
Yes, I'm absolutely bored. It's beautiful.
I can tell you something I just agreed to buy. I'll tell you about Renmax's. Renmax owned the 250 championship in the world. In fact, in 1954, they won every race. They were accused of making the races boring. Nobody wants to see, the hell with you guys.
Right.
The last engines they made were 288 cc's. They were going to go after the 350 championship because they already had the 125, the 250. They figured 350. But one of the racers got killed that year, and I think the finance guys inside of NSU said, this would cost a lot of money. Anyway, I was just offered by Heinz Hertz, who's the son of Mr. Hertz, who bought all the NSU stuff for scrap at one time from Volkswagen. One of the 288 cc engines, of which there are 2 in the world now. And the theory will be, we'll put that engine into that NSU over there, and we'll have ourselves yet another rare NSU.
Nice.
For what reason, I don't know, other than it seemed cool to
Just
me.
'cause it seems
And
very cool.
You're not going to see that engine again.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, it sounds
That's
very
going to be
good.
the end of it.
words to live by.
Yeah. So
My goodness.
he's got a supercharged NSU. I keep asking him about that, but he doesn't respond. So anyway. Yeah, his dad, Volkswagen bought NSU. NSU went broke because they did a Wankel engine. the first to do it. Don't be the first.
Don't be the
Apple
first.
knows that. Don't
Yeah.
be the first. So anyway, they went broke. Volkswagen bought them. Didn't want anything to do with the motorcycle crap. So, and it's true in sort of finance. If you're going to write it off as zero, you have to sell it for zero.
Right.
And so it was sold off to who? Well, one of their racers, Mr. Hertz, I forget his first name, for scrap. Many years later, he sold most of the scrap back for $4 million to Audi, which is really Volkswagen.
Right.
And so all that crap resides in the Audi Museum. This thing got given away before Hertz got a hold of the stuff. And then the one in the museum got given to a museum somewhere in Germany, and they traded it for some semi-worthless English bikes, which they thought they should have. And anyway, it went off to a guy in Amsterdam, an interesting collector. This guy had learned fairly early is that when these motorcycle companies give a bike, the world championship bike, to the racer, the next day you should go and talk to the racer and ask him how much he wants. And it turns out he says they usually want money. They don't want the damn bike. So he would buy these world championship Hondas usually from these guys right away. He's the guy who had the NSU too. I don't know how he got it. He also had Halewood's 250 six-cylinder, which he found out later was stolen, and sold it right away to somebody. That thing disappeared and probably got parted out. Anyway, interesting guy. Learn something that nobody else learned. Is you go just offer him money right away, and don't quibble about the price,
Because you know.
later.
Exactly. Patience is a virtue.
But then he got in. I tried to buy some Hondas from him, but he got into this legal battle with Mrs. Halewood about the stolen six-cylinder 250.
Oh boy.
And the battle was such that there was she tied up all of his Hondas. And
That's it.
the only way he could sell them was to Honda. So, oh well.
Yeah. All right.
And I still can't think of what the answer to which one got away. What was there that...
Well, what would you like to add to your
I'll tell you
collection?
what got away was a couple Ferraris that a guy offered me one time. One was a Daytona for $50,000. The other one was this stupid thing. I don't know. I didn't know anything about Ferraris. It was this V12 thing. But what was really ridiculous is that inside it didn't even have anything on the inside of the aluminum doors. I mean, what a piece of crap. And that was $50,000 too.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh well.
There's millions straight down the drain.
Yeah. It happens. It does happen from time to time. Well, thank you so much. It's been quite a treat.
Whenever there's wheels involved, if somebody wants to go fast, they could use, is that kind of tough to get. And that's just 1970.
Well, in the 70s,
Or less.
True.